On June 27, 2025, a lone Ukrainian MiG-29 thundered into the sky. Hanging beneath its wings were 4 advanced GBU-39 precision bombs. Its mission? To strike a secret Shahed-136 drone factory, hidden 350 kilometers deep inside Russian-controlled territory. This bold gamble had the potential to reshape the entire air war. The pilot belonged to Ukraine's 40th Tactical Aviation Brigade. At first, his flight path looked routine. But the moment he edged toward hostile skies, the mission turned into a nerve-wracking duel against one of the world's most dangerous air defense networks. The stakes? Intelligence reports showed the facility was producing nearly 40 drones every single week. These same drones were terrorizing Ukrainian cities night after night. Knocking this factory offline could save countless lives. That same month, Ukraine claimed to have shot down over 4,600 Russian UAVs. Yet Moscow's relentless production kept overwhelming defenses. That's why this single strike carried such high stakes. It wasn't just about one factory, but about blunting an entire drone campaign. As the MiG-29 crossed into danger, the pilot faced a deadly gauntlet: S-300 and S-400 long-range radars, backed by mobile SA-15 systems. The only way through was to exploit radar blind spots, weaving through valleys and hugging the ground at just 500 feet. One wrong turn west would expose him to the S-300's umbrella. A drift east, and SA-15s could lock on. Crosswinds constantly pushed his jet off course. He trimmed controls non-stop, eyes scanning for unmarked hazards like power lines hidden by outdated maps. Radar physics gave him one slim advantage. Below 800 feet, detection fell into shadow zones. Analysts had mapped an 8-kilometer corridor, where overlapping S-300 and S-400 coverage left a small gap. That narrow channel became his lifeline. Russian radars swept the skies with 350 watts of power from nearly 100 kilometers away. But terrain masking, ridges, riverbeds, and sudden slopes kept the jet invisible. Every second demanded flawless discipline. At one point, an SA-15 paused its patrol and pulsed its 9S-36 radar. Warning tones screamed in the cockpit. The pilot resisted panic. He stayed low, banking into a ridge's shadow, and slipped past without a lock. But terrain alone wouldn't be enough. 45 minutes before the MiG reached its target, Ukraine launched a carefully choreographed deception. Su-24 jets fired anti-radiation missiles at radar sites, forcing Russian crews to shut down or reset systems. At the same time, electronic warfare teams flooded the airways with fake signals, mimicking a massive strike force coming from the northwest. This phantom raid pulled mobile SA-15s to the wrong sector, opening the MiG's path from the southeast. It was all about timing. Radar operators, distracted and defensive, couldn't cover every gap. The plan created a fleeting 90-second window for the MiG to climb and strike. To release the GBU-39s, the fighter needed to ascend to 15,000 feet, dangerously high, where every radar could see him. Normally, an S-400 battery could launch missiles with just 24 seconds of flight time to impact. But this time, deception worked. Radars were misaligned, busy chasing ghosts. The MiG rose, warning receivers crackling, but no solid lock formed. The window held. Electronic jamming tried to block navigation, blasting 500 watts across GPS bands. But the American-made GBU-39s were built for this environment. Their internal systems corrected in milliseconds, maintaining 12-meter accuracy. At exactly 15:28, for bombs detached from the MiG's wings, each programmed for a specific target inside the factory. The first bomb smashed into the main assembly hall, punching through reinforced roofing at a 68-degree angle. The explosion collapsed steel beams, shredded workstations, and halted drone assembly completely. The second bomb tore through the electronic storage. Lithium-ion batteries and navigation packages ignited in a firestorm, wiping out critical components. The third bomb hit the UAV hangar, where 15 to 20 armed Shahed drones sat ready. Their warheads detonated in a massive chain reaction, sending a smoke column 3,000 feet into the sky. Satellite imagery confirmed the destruction almost instantly. The fourth bomb cratered a rear annex, destroying spare parts and diagnostic tools, ensuring no quick repairs could restart production. The facility was left in ruins. Dozens of drones, fuel reserves, and vital equipment were obliterated. Moscow's southern drone campaign took a crippling hit. This wasn't just a tactical victory. By halting production, estimated at 40 drones per week, Ukraine disrupted an entire supply chain. Intercepted Russian communications revealed frantic orders to transfer parts from Belgorod and Kursk. Emergency logistics slowed operational tempo by nearly 30% in some sectors. Economically, the loss was measured in millions of rubles. Strategically, it forced Moscow to rethink its reliance on centralized factories, already strained under a multi-trillion ruble deficit. For Ukraine, the strike proved something bigger, that Soviet-era jets could carry American smart bombs with devastating effect. Western allies, watching the results confirmed by satellite, gained confidence their weapons were being used with surgical precision. But the pilot's mission wasn't over. With the factory burning, Russian defenses scrambled to retaliate. He dove back to low altitude, dodging missile sweeps and fighter patrols in a heart-pounding race for survival. Every ridge, every shadow, became a shield as he threaded the same deadly corridor home. His survival turned a daring strike into a complete success. The June 27th mission showcased Ukraine's ingenuity. Combining risky low-level flying, deceptive electronic warfare, and precision bombing to cripple a cornerstone of Russia's drone campaign. By turning limitations into strengths, Ukraine demonstrated a blueprint for future deep strikes: old Soviet jets, modern Western bombs, and bold creativity. This was more than a single victory. It was a glimpse of a new phase in the war, one where precision and innovation could redraw the battlefield far beyond the front lines. That's the story of Ukraine's daring strike on the Shahed 136 drone factory. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Your support drives us to bring you more in-depth analysis on military strategy and global conflicts. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And stay tuned for our next video.